Welcome to Moonlight Story Haven. If you enjoy this calm tale, please like the video, leave a gentle comment, subscribe, and softly tap the bell icon so the moonlight always finds you for the next story. Relax now and let the air around you gently settle. Feel the weight of the day release from your shoulders. The small quiet of this moment wrapping you like a warm shawl. Our story today begins on a bridge that breathes mist. Imagine that every step you take is cushioned by a faint hush, as if the fog itself is soft carpet beneath your feet. Close your eyes if you like, and picture a lantern swinging at the bridge's midpoint, its light a tender pulse against the silvered veil. Here, just beyond the edge of hearing, the tiny rhythm of water whispering under stone. Breathe in slowly, in through your nose for 4 seconds and out a long, gentle sigh. Let your shoulders fall. Let your jaw unclench. With each breath, you travel a little deeper into the hush. We keep our voice soft here, as if not to wake the sleeping willow on the riverbank. The lantern's glow is small but sure, like the comforting heartbeat of a lighthouse far inland. Around it, dew collects on rope, on carved posts, on the mossy parapet, each bead catching the flame in miniature. Picture the warmth of that light, not hot, but kindly, like the inside of a pocket when you slip your hands in on a cool evening. Allow that warmth to flow from the bridge into your toes, up along your calves, relaxing each muscle as it travels, like honey, slow and sweet. There is a person who tends this lantern. They are the lantern keeper of the Foggy Bridge. You do not need to see them yet. Sense them first, a calm presence, a steady rhythm of breath that matches the swing of the lamp. They move with a careful, habitual grace. A hand reaches, a cloth comes out. Gentle strokes polish the glass until it hums with clarity. In the quiet of their motions, you can feel your own breathing slow, like ripples pressed flat by moonlight. Listen now to the small sounds that make this place alive and safe. The soft creak of timber settling, a distant owl's hush of wings, the faint crackle from a hearth in a cottage far downstream. Each sound arrives and leaves like a bead on a string, sparking your attention and letting it drift again. If your mind begins to wander, as minds kindly do, notice it and then guide it back to the shimmer of the lantern's light, like bringing a boat gently back to shore. This small practice, this soft returning, is restful. It tells your body it is okay to let go. The lantern keeper speaks, though their voice need only be a thought felt rather than heard. Tonight, they might say, "We will watch the fog become a story." They move slowly, their cloak whispering over stone, and when they step, the lantern sways, sending a ripple of brightness across the mist. Watch how the fog parts, how it gathers like a curtain drawn aside to reveal something small and wondrous. An old map etched into a post, a coin tucked beneath a pebble, the first green of a reed returning to life. These small things are gentle anchors for the heart. Let your attention rest on them, one by one, like pebbles laid beside a sleeping child. As the keeper walks, the bridge seems to remember footsteps, your own, perhaps, that had crossed it long ago. Each memory is a soft-stitched seam in the fabric of night, comfortable and familiar. You, listening now, are allowed to follow the keeper slowly. No hurry. Each step is deliberate, measured. Feel your own feet sink into the imagined planks, the grain of wood under the soles, the cool of the fog around the ankles. With every careful step, your breathing lengthens and your muscles deepen into ease. Imagine the tension you carried earlier being left on the path behind you, like pebbles dropped from a pocket, one by one. Between breaths, allow a simple countdown to whisper in your mind: 10, 9, 8. Each number a layer of relaxation, tucking itself beneath the next. 10. The top of your shoulders loosen. 9. Your neck softens. 8. The jaw unclenching as if a small key turned and the lock opened. 7. Your chest relaxes, ribs quiet and fluent. 6. Arms heavy and pleasantly light. 5. Hands loose, fingers uncurling like petals. 4. Hips and low back ease. 3. Legs become pleasantly warm and pliant. 2. The feet rooted and comforted. 1. Your entire body resting, ready to drift. The lantern keeper pauses at the bridge's center. The lantern's flame breathes like a living thing, inhaling the mist and exhaling a halo of orange gold. Around that halo, the fog performs gentle ballet. It folds and unfurls, revealing silhouettes of faraway trees and then hiding them away again as if playing with a lover. Watch, if you please, how even the smallest movements, a moth brushing the glass, a spider drawing a silver line, belong to a slow choreography that soothes rather than distracts. Let your mind learn the rhythm of these small, patient motions, in it and out light and hush. There is a hush here that is not empty. It is full of the safe kinds of sounds, the soft ledger of the night. Imagine now a distant fireplace, the kind that warms deep bones more than skin. Hear the occasional crackle, the soft sigh of ember to ember. Let each tiny sound be a gentle nudge deeper into relaxation, a thread that ties you to the present and to safety. As you listen, feel a subtle weight like a blanket laid over you, a weight that is kind and slowing, a small gravity that draws worries down into the earth where they may cool and sleep. The keeper bends and hangs a small paper tag from the lantern's handle, a tiny ritual of care. On that tag, perhaps are words for those who wander lost, a light. Imagine you could write a single word on such a tag tonight. What would it be? Comfort, rest, home. Picture the word forming in soft ink and let its meaning bloom in your chest like a quiet flower. Let that single word be your companion for the rest of this night's journey. As the keeper straightens, the lantern's beam seems to touch a place beneath the bridge where the water holds memories. You lean forward and see reflections, not clear as glass, but softened, dreamy, the reflection of stars that might be old lanterns carried by ancient keepers. The reflection of someone you once were, small and brave. Let these reflections wash over you like a warm, slow wave, drawing away the heat of stress. Notice how each ripple smooths the surface, leaving only calm. Now, the keeper begins to hum, a low and steady tune that fits the step of their boots, a lullaby made of wind and rope and river. The melody is simple, repeating, comforting. Allow that repetition to cradle your thoughts. If a worry arrives, let the hum fold it into soft cotton until it is part of the tune and no longer sharp. The world narrows to the hum of the keeper, the sway of the lantern, the rhythm of your breathing, the hush of the fog. This narrowing is gentle and safe, like coming home. You may find that images drift through your mind, small boats that rock like sleeping babies, lantern-lit windows of cottages nodding their curtains, a fox pausing to stare with polite interest before wandering on. Each image is a soft brushstroke in a painting meant to calm. Let them pass without needing to follow. Watch them from a comfortable distance, as if from a warm chair by a window. The lamp holds steady, and each image becomes a step on a quiet, easy stair leading ever deeper toward rest. The keeper speaks again, almost in answer to your thoughts. Rest is not absence, their voice would say, if you could hear it aloud, but a gentle presence where the heart can unwind. Think of that for a moment. Rest is a careful place where energy rearranges itself, where the mind puts aside its work and allows the body to mend. Picture your mind like a busy desk. One by one, papers are stacked, pens capped, the lamp turned low. There is no urgency. Everything necessary is in order. Everything unneeded may sleep until morning. As the bridge breathes its soft night sigh, the lamp throws a small path of light across the water. The keeper takes one last long look over the low parapet, and then, with another slow breath, turns to leave. Each step measured so that the lantern's sway becomes a metronome of tranquility. You follow them with your breath, inhale, exhale. Each cycle a smooth footfall on the wooden planks. There is a gentle promise in that motion that you may rest now, and in resting you will be cared for by the rhythm of the world. Now, as we come to a close of this first part of our tale, let every muscle in your face soften, forehead smooth, eyelids heavy, lips parted slightly as if enjoying a secret. Allow the breath to come slower still. Picture the bridge behind you becoming a ribbon of warmth and light. The lamp a small, steady point that remains in the mind like a star. In the space between one breath and the next, you can feel the edges of waking thoughts blur and melt into quiet. The bridge fades behind you now, not disappearing, but growing softer in the mind, like remembering a candle flame after you've V-stepped into another room. The lantern keeper walks ahead, their cloak brushing gently against the fog, as though parting it with every slow sweep. You follow, not with urgency, but with ease, as though your steps are suggestions rather than effort. Your feet carried on a soft current of night air. The fog curls around your ankles in ribbons, light as silk. Cool but not chilling, just enough to remind you that the world around you is quiet and awake in its own gentle way. As you walk, tiny droplets settle on your skin, each one like a whisper of dew, calming and clean. The keeper's lantern continues to sway, guiding you with its amber heartbeat. You notice how the light stretches forward across the planks, spilling gold over the path ahead. It feels like being led deeper into a dream, one step at a time, each step slower, softer, easier. Ahead lies a small archway carved into the stone path at the end of the bridge. Vines cling to it, delicate and shimmering, their leaves damp with moonlit moisture. As the keeper approaches, the vines shift, not as if moved by wind, but as if responding, gently waking to the lantern's glow. They unfurl in slow spirals, revealing small buds that release a faint fragrance into the air. Something like lavender, something like rain, something like a memory you can almost place. You inhale softly, and the scent moves through you like a warm sigh, relaxing your shoulders, easing the mind. The keeper steps beneath the arch, and as you follow, something subtle but powerful occurs. The world becomes quieter still. Sounds aren't lost, they simply soften. The dark murmur of the river transforms into a gentle hum. The distant rustle of leaves falls into a slow, rhythmic pattern. Even the fog seems to thicken just enough to soften each edge of thought. This archway is a threshold. You realize, a place where the waking mind begins to melt into the dreaming one. Beyond the arch, the path turns into a narrow trail lit by globes of faint light hovering a few feet above the ground. They float like drifting fireflies, pulsing softly in harmony with the lantern. The air here carries a subtle warmth, like a sheltered hollow away from the night's chill. Moss lines the sides of the trail, thick and cushiony, and the soft sound of unseen crickets begins to weave its way into the background, their slow, measured chirps forming a natural lullaby. The keeper walks with the ease of someone who has traced this path 1,000 nights. Their boots make barely a sound, as though the trail itself is cushioning each step. You feel that same softness beneath your own feet, and your body responds instinctively, muscles loosening with each movement, tension melting, breath deepening into a natural, peaceful rhythm. Eventually, the trail widens into a small, hidden clearing. Fog gathers here in a gentle bowl, swirling in slow eddies around stones and roots like a quiet cauldron of moonlight. At the center stands a wooden chair carved from driftwood, smooth and pale, shaped by both nature and careful hands. Nearby, a small hearth made of river stones glows with low, warm embers. The sound it makes, a soft, irregular crackle, seems to reach into you, soothing the deepest parts of the mind. The lantern keeper places the lantern onto a hook beside the chair. Without its movement, the fog stills, as if listening. The keeper brushes their hands together and turns toward the hearth, kneeling with a familiarity born of nightly ritual. You watch as they take a small bundle of twigs, each one tied with a tiny thread of silver. They place the twigs gently on the glowing embers. Slowly, the twigs begin to ignite, not brightly, but softly, like fire blooming underwater. The flames take on a pale green hue, their light shimmering across the fog in ripples. The air changes again. A warm draft flows outward from the hearth, delicate, embracing, settling over your arms like a comforting shawl. The warmth seeps into your muscles, loosening the last small knots, encouraging a deeper, slower breath. It feels as though someone has placed gentle hands on your shoulders and guided them down, removing any remaining weight. The keeper gestures to the driftwood chair. Their expression is kind, but measured, like someone who understands the language of tired hearts. When you sit, the wood molds perfectly to your shape, supportive, soft, safe. The fog gathers lower now, curling around your legs like a sleeping cat, with the lantern's glow behind you and the hearth's warmth before you. The world narrows into a pocket of peace, a tiny sanctuary carved out of night. You can hear your heartbeat now, not loud but rhythmic, steady, syncing itself almost imperceptibly with the crackle of the fire. The keeper stands silently nearby, hands folded behind their back, watching over the space like a guardian of dreams. After a long moment, they speak not with words, but with presence. A feeling arrives in your chest, gentle and steady. You have made it to a safe place. The meaning settles over you like a warm blanket. You don't need to answer. You don't need to think. You only need to feel the weight of those words vibrating softly inside. The keeper moves again, this time retrieving a small wooden box from a nook carved into the roots of an old willow tree at the edge of the clearing. The box is smooth, worn by many hands, tied with a strip of soft fabric. They bring it to you with careful steps, as though carrying something fragile and meaningful. When the keeper opens the box, you see it holds nothing more and nothing less than a handful of tiny stones. But these stones glow faintly, like leftover sparks from a star that fell asleep. One by one, the keeper places a stone onto the ground around the chair. Each one emits a soft pulse, joining the rhythm of the lantern and hearth. A delicate circle forms around you, its light rising and falling like a breathing presence. The effect is immediate. Your body grows heavier in the chair. Your mind loosens further, drifting toward that threshold between awareness and dreams. Thoughts become slow, liquid, unhurried. The keeper steps back, hands folding quietly. The fog responds by lowering even more, creating a cocoon of mist that gently wraps the clearing in privacy, as if the night itself wishes to protect your rest. Your eyes feel heavier now, your breath longer, your body warmer. Each sound, the ember crackle, the firefly light hum, the deep night hush merges into one soft lullaby. The keeper remains still, a silent sentinel. The lantern glows behind you like a memory. The hearth warms before you like a promise. You feel yourself sinking into the moment, deeper, quieter, safer, as the night wraps you in its calm. The warmth of the hearth glows gently across your skin, and the circle of softly pulsing stones continues its calming rhythm, rising and falling like distant waves brushing ashore in slow motion. The lantern keeper stands just at the edge of the circle, close enough that you feel their presence, but far enough that they do not intrude upon the quiet unraveling of your thoughts. They know this moment is delicate, sacred, a moment where the mind drifts freely and the body surrenders to comfort. A faint breeze begins to swirl through the clearing, light as a sigh. It carries with it the earthy scent of moss, the sweetness of distant blossoms, and the cool clarity of river mist. The breeze doesn't chill you. Instead, it brushes over your skin like a fingertip dipped in moonlight, soft and barely there. Each pass of air seems to stroke away the last strands of tension, leaving your muscles warm and slow and beautifully heavy. As the breeze moves, the fog around your legs shifts just slightly, curling upward like soft ribbons rising in a slow dance. One tendril drifts to your arm, and when it touches you, it feels like cool silk, like the first whisper of sleep brushing past. The fog doesn't obscure your sight. Instead, it softens everything: the glow of the fire, the shape of the trees, even the keeper themselves, turning the clearing into a tender watercolor of light and shadow. The keeper steps forward once more, kneeling beside the circle of stones. They lightly adjust one of the glowing stones with a precise, deliberate touch. The faint pulse of its light synchronizes even more closely to your breathing, a perfect soft inward and gentle out, as though the stone has attuned itself to your own inner rhythm. When the keeper adjusts the second stone, the same happens. Then a third. With each small change, your breath becomes slower, deeper, more fluid. It feels as though the night is breathing with you. Once all the stones are aligned, a subtle hum fills the clearing, not loud, not sharp, but like a distant vibration through wood or earth. You feel it more than hear it. A small resonance deep inside your chest, echoing through your arms and down your legs. The hum wraps around you like a tender embrace, and your body settles even further into the driftwood chair, melting deeper into softness. The lantern keeper rises and moves toward a nearby tree, an ancient willow with long, curtain-like branches that hang like threads of silver. They part the branches gently and reach inside, retrieving a small wooden wind chime made from hollow reeds and smooth stones. The chime is delicate and intricately carved, each piece decorated with tiny symbols, spirals, waves, moons, and quiet stars. The keeper holds the wind chime up to the faint breeze, and it begins to sing. The sound it creates is unlike any ordinary chime. It is soft, muted, slow, a sequence of tones spaced wide apart, each note lingering in the air long after its sound has faded. The tones are warm, deep, soothing notes that seem to vibrate not just in the ears, but in the bones, in the breath, in the quiet spaces of the heart. Ding, a long, comforting pause. Ding, another gentle stretch of quiet. Each tone feels like it unlocks something deep inside you, a memory of rest, or a moment of childhood calm, or simply the sensation of being safe. The tones drift through the fog, weaving through the hum of the glowing stones, merging with the crackle of the hearth in a perfectly balanced lullaby. The keeper hangs the chime on the branch nearest your chair. As it sways, its song becomes part of the night itself, soft, irregular, patient, never rushing, never insisting, only inviting. You let the sound wash over you, and with each tone, your mind slips a little further from waking thought, drifting into a warm, floating space between reality and dreams. As the minutes pass, the stars above begin to shift. The fog thins just slightly upward, revealing a patch of sky that seems impossibly clear. Stars shimmer through the opening, each one sharp and steady. But something is different here, something gentle and magical. The stars don't simply shine. They pulse in harmony with the glowing stones around you. Their light dips and rises in slow synchrony, as though the heavens themselves are breathing with you. The keeper looks up, noticing your gaze. They offer a small nod, an acknowledgement that this is part of the ritual, a moment meant to unfold exactly as it does. They step closer once more and speak, not aloud, but in that same warm, wordless way their presence communicates. Above you is the sky of quiet things. The meaning lands in your chest like a soft feather. Above you is the sky of quiet things. The meaning lands in your chest like a soft feather. The sky of quiet things. A place where thoughts do not chatter, where memories come only if invited, where feelings float gently, weightless and unburdened, where the world slows to the perfect pace for rest. The stars seem to listen to your thoughts. When a worry tries to rise, it drifts upward instead, carried by the faint heat of the hearth, rising like a small glowing speck toward the open sky. The moment it meets the starlight, it dissolves, becoming harmless light, blending into the soft pulse of the night. Another thought rises, another dissolves, each one drifting away effortlessly like tiny sparks from a fire carried on a calm breeze. You feel light, so light as though the fog beneath your legs is holding you up, as though the chair is softer, deeper, warmer, as though gravity has loosened its grip and now holds you only enough to keep you safe. The keeper stands behind you now. Their presence forms a gentle shield, a guardian's warmth, a soft reassurance that nothing will disturb you here. Not in this clearing, not in this night, not while the lantern glows and the hearth burns and the stars pulse overhead. A long, slow breath escapes your lips without effort. Your eyelids flutter heavier. Your hands sink deeper into rest. Your shoulders drop just a little bit more. The keeper lifts their hand and, with a slow movement, traces a small sigil in the air. A gentle swirl of light that drifts toward you like a floating petal. When it touches your forehead, it brings with it a deep, spreading warmth that settles behind your eyes and flows downward, down into the mind, down into the breath, down into the soft tide of sleep, rising slowly within you. The world around you grows even quieter, even softer, even safer. The keeper moves only once more to place their hand gently upon the back of the driftwood chair. The touch is light, respectful, grounding. It tells your body you are not alone. You are watched over. You may rest, and so you breathe slowly, deeply, effortlessly. The fog curls higher, the stars pulse slower, the hum of the stones deepens. The night prepares to cradle you. The fog rises in gentle spirals now, each tendril curling upward with slow, contentional grace, like the night itself is exhaling around you. The warmth from the sigil the keeper placed on your forehead lingers, soft, spreading, drifting deeper inside with each breath you take. It moves behind your eyes, loosening every last small thread of thought. It slips down your neck, untying muscles you didn't even realize were tense. It drapes across your chest like a warm blanket, comforting and steady. You don't need to speak. You don't need to understand. You only need to feel the slow, quiet peace spreading through you. The keeper watches you with knowing calmness, their posture straight yet relaxed, a figure carved from moonlight and shadow, existing not to call attention, but to create safety. They lift their lantern from its hook, and though its glow has dimmed, it now takes on a softer blue hue, like starlight packed gently into glass. The keeper holds the lantern close, and the blue glow begins to expand outward into the clearing. It spreads like a slow-moving tide, illuminating the fog, the stones, the willow branches overhead. As the light touches each surface, the world seems to soften even more, losing hard edges, bright colors, and sharp lines. Everything becomes calmer, quieter, wrapped in a dreamy haze that feels gentle on the eyes and soothing on the mind. The blue light reaches your body, and when it does, you feel its cool warmth, something that makes sense only in a dream. It feels like dipping your fingers into a pool of still water warmed by the sun. It feels like lying beneath a sky moments before dawn. It feels like letting go. With each slow expansion of the lantern's glow, the keeper steps around the circle of stones. The soft blue light traces their path, creating a ribbon of luminance around your chair, weaving a protective loop around you. When the keeper completes the circle, the glow rises upward like a dome, enclosing you in a sphere of calm. Outside the dome, the forest grows dim and distant. Inside, everything becomes muffled, gentle, and utterly secure. The keeper sets the lantern down in front of you now, its glow steady and slow, pulsing with your breaths. They kneel down, placing both hands softly on the earth. When they do, the ground beneath you shifts, not physically, but energetically. You feel a slow vibration rising from below, trickling up through the legs of the driftwood chair, flowing through your spine and into your ribcage. It's a grounding hum, connecting you to the earth beneath the fog, the soil beneath the stones, the hidden warmth beneath the roots of the willow. It is the kind of grounding that makes the body feel heavy in the best way. Heavy like sinking into a soft bed. Heavy like warm sand beneath the sun. heavy like drifting gently toward sleep without urgency or effort. The keeper closes their eyes for a moment. The wind chime sings its next soft note, and the fog swirls in a slow spiral around you. The hum beneath the earth deepens, matching the gentle rhythm of your breath. The lantern pulses blue, then softer blue, then softer still. Everything around you sinks. To you, to your rhythm, to your readiness for sleep. When the keeper opens their eyes again, they extend one hand toward the fire. The green flames shift at their gesture, moving with a slow, mesmerizing sway. For a brief moment, the flames rise higher, creating a gentle wave of warmth that rolls through the clearing. The warmth reaches your face, brushing your cheeks, smoothing your brow, untangling the small, subtle places where tension sometimes hides. The flames lower again, settling into a calm, steady burn. The keeper stands. They walk slowly to the willow tree, reaching beneath its draping branches. From within, they pull a soft cloth blanket, woven from threads of silver and faint dusk blue fibers. The blanket is light as air, but carries a warmth that radiates gently outward. They unfold it with care. They step behind you. They drape the blanket across your shoulders with the softest, quietest motion, as though afraid to disturb even a whisper of your peace. The moment the blanket touches your body, you feel an immediate softening inside. Your spine eases, your chest loosens, your breath deepens. Your eyelids grow heavier once more. The keeper whispers without sound again, storytelling with presence instead of words. Rest is your right. The sentence settles into your body like warm sand settling into a tide pool. A soft truth, a simple truth, a truth your body has been waiting to hear. The keeper steps around and stands next to the lantern. With gentle fingers, they open a small metal latch beneath it. A new glow spills out, faint at first, then brighter as a soft wash of purple light joins the blue. The two colors blend together, swirling in slow spirals, forming a gentle, hypnotic dance that invites your awareness deeper, deeper, deeper inward. The keeper moves the lantern just slightly closer to you, not too close, not overwhelming, just enough that the light reaches your closed or half-closed eyes in a soft glow. The colors flicker across your vision like the dream of a dream, warm and slow and soothing. Your body sinks even more heavily into the chair now. Your arms grow still. Your fingers curl slightly, relaxing without effort. Your legs soften, sinking from the hips downward in a warm weight. Your breathing slows. The keeper senses your deepening calm. They lift a small pouch from beneath their cloak, a pouch smelling faintly of chamomile, mint, and something ancient and sweet. They pinch a bit of the mixture inside and sprinkle it gently into the fire. The flames change again, shifting from pale green to gentle lavender. A new scent fills the clearing, sweet, earthy, soothing, drifting toward you in warm waves as the fire crackles softly. The scent moves across your senses, soothing your thoughts, encouraging the mind to drift further toward that border where dreams begin to form. The keeper extends their hand again, moving it slowly through the air. As they do, the glowing stones around you dim just a little, then brighten again, then dim, following the rhythm of a slow lullaby, a lullaby without sound, carried instead through light and air and breath. The keystone effect, the keeper's old magic, washes over you now. Light pulses, fog curls, dreams rise, sleep deepens, your head grows warm, your thoughts grow distant. Your body feels cradled by the night. The lantern's glow becomes softer still, guiding your mind toward that warm, floating place where dreams form like drifting petals, where nothing is rushed, where nothing is expected, where rest holds you gently in both hands. The keeper nods to themselves, seeing how deeply you have drifted. They take one slow step back, then another. Not to leave, never to leave, but to give you space to slip fully into rest. Around you, the fog thickens into a warm cocoon. The willow branches sway with the slow rhythm of your breath. The fire crackles like a tiny heartbeat of the earth, and the night holds you completely, beautifully, softly. The keeper stands still for a long moment, simply watching the rise and fall of your breath, as though each inhale is a small moonrise and each exhale a tide returning to shore. The fog shifts, slow and velvety, cradling the edges of the clearing. You feel its presence, the way you feel a warm comforter settling over you, not touching your skin, but comforting it, enclosing it in a hush so gentle, it feels like a whispered promise. The lantern's purple-blue glow softens again, becoming the kind of light that doesn't shine at you, but rather around you, light that forms a cushion, a quiet halo, a floating cradle that carries the mind downward, 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 toward quietness. The keeper's footsteps are feather soft as they circle behind you again. You hear the brush of their cloak, the faint shift of air as they kneel. Their hands hover near your back, not touching, simply offering warmth from a respectful distance. The heat radiates gently through the blanket, melting deeper into your muscles. Soothing layers of tension you didn't realize still lingered. A cool breeze drifts through the clearing, but it cannot touch you. The dome of light around you hums softly, warming the air, protecting your body from any chill. Only comfort reaches you now, only slowness, only rest. The keeper leans close, and though they don't speak aloud, you feel their intentions settling softly through the air. You are safe, you are cherished. You may rest without hesitation. Their intention lands in your mind like a small warm pebble dropped gently into still water. No sharpness, no noise, just a spreading ripple of peace that moves outward, reaching your thoughts, smoothing every jagged edge. Your shoulders sink another few millimeters. Your neck relaxes deeper into softness. Your breath deepens into a rhythm so slow it nearly matches the heartbeat of the earth beneath you. The lantern's light pulses again, blue, purple, blue, each wave melting your awareness a little more. The fog sways with the light as if listening, as if following its guidance. Even the willow overhead seems to quiet itself, its leaves falling still, as though honoring your descent into rest. The keeper stands again and lifts their face toward the sky. Through the dome of light, stars shimmer faintly blurred, softened, as if distant dreams are hanging overhead, waiting patiently for you to drift into them. The keeper raises one hand. With a graceful, fluid motion, they draw a symbol in the air, a looping, continuous shape that glows briefly like a streak of pale gold before fading. The moment the shape dissolves, the air around you settles into even deeper calm. The fog stills. The light warms. The night becomes heavier with silence. Then the keeper whispers without sound. Let the mind drift, and your mind obeys. Thoughts begin to stretch, slow, lengthen, dissolve. Images appear like faint watercolor impressions, a distant shoreline with soft waves. A quiet hillside with tall grass bending together, a lantern floating on calm water, a window glowing in a cottage at night. You do not chase these images. They simply arrive, curl softly, and drift away like petals on a breeze. Your awareness becomes lighter at the edges, softer, more fluid, as if your thoughts are turning into the same fog that surrounds you. The keeper steps closer again and opens a small wooden box at their side. Inside, a handful of tiny seeds glow with a soft golden hue. They take one and roll it gently between two fingers, causing it to shimmer as if absorbing their warmth. They lift the seed to their lips, not kissing it, but breathing on it softly, giving it intention, giving it blessing. Then, with the quietest motion, they release the seed into the air. It floats upward, slow, weightless, drifting like a firefly. As it passes near your field of vision, you sense something delicate forming in your chest, a gentle expansion, like the opening of a tiny flower inside your heart. The seed drifts higher and dissolves into a small burst of golden mist, disappearing into the air above you. When it vanishes, a sense of deep relief washes through your entire body, like a door inside you is quietly closing for the night, sealing away worries, noise, tasks, memories, everything that does not serve your rest. The keeper lets another seed drift, and another, and another. Each one carries away a small weight from within you, unnoticed burdens, stored tension, echoes of thought. The air glimmers briefly with faint sparks of gold each time, then grows quiet again, then softer, then still. With each drifting seed, your body feels heavier, your breaths slower, your mind emptier, your heart warmer. The keeper kneels again beside you. Their presence is steady, like an anchor, like a lighthouse in fog, like a quiet guardian who knows exactly how to guide someone into restful sleep. Their hand hovers near your arm, not touching, but close enough that you can feel the warmth radiating through the blanket and into your skin. It feels like sunlight through leaves, like warm water soaking into a tired limb, like comfort itself. Good. The keeper's presence murmurs without sound. You are sinking perfectly, it, the fog around you thickens, warm, glowing, cushioning every part of you until it feels as though you are sitting inside a dream already. The willow branches shift slightly in the rhythm of your breath again, as if synchronized with your calmness. The glowing stones dim to a soft pulse. The fire returns to a steady lavender burn, the scent lulling your senses into a deeper haze. The keeper turns toward the lantern and gently lowers the lid over part of its glow. The light dims further, not disappearing, but settling, softening, becoming a hush of blue-purple radiance that invites your eyelids to grow even heavier. Your thoughts slow so much now that they feel like drifting feathers. One moment lifting, one moment falling, one moment floating sideways in the softest breeze. Your body feels as if it is sinking into clouds, into fog, into warmth. The chair beneath you might as well be made of mist. Everything supporting you feels effortless, natural, safe. The keeper steps behind you one last time. You hear the quietest exhale, then you feel it, the gentlest gesture yet. A soft tap of 2 fingers on the back of the blanket, right between your shoulders. A tap that carries meaning. Release and your entire body melts. Breath slows, jaw loosens. Shoulders drop. Mind softens into darkness, edged with silver blue light. The keeper stands quietly, watching the serenity bloom through you. The night deepens. The fog cradles you. You drift at the edge of dream. The keeper remains still for a long moment, standing behind you like a tall silhouette carved from fog and moonlight. You feel, rather than hear, their approval as your breath settles into a slow, steady rhythm. The fog pulses gently with the lantern's glow, rising and falling like a sleeping ocean. Now that you are deeply calm, deeply softened, deeply ready, the keeper begins the final rite of rest. They raise their lantern once more, but this time they hold it delicately, like a fragile memory. The purple-blue glow brightens just enough to illuminate their face serene, timeless, patient. The keeper takes one slow step toward the bridge. The fog thickens along the wooden planks, swirling like drifting silk. Each board of the bridge glows faintly beneath their feet, as if remembering old magic, as if honoring ancient pathways that guide weary hearts into dream. The keeper pauses midway across the bridge and turns their head slightly, just enough to let you know they are waiting, but they do not beckon you forward. Instead, the fog carries their voice, or perhaps their intention, back to you. Resting softly in the air near your ear, you do not need to walk, you only need to drift. And instantly, your body responds. Your limbs become weightless. Your breath deepens. Your thoughts stretch farther into the dark, softening like distant lights disappearing into mist. The chair beneath you becomes less solid, less defined, less necessary. Your awareness begins to float quiet, gentle, as though the fog itself has woven invisible arms beneath you, lifting you slowly from the ground. There is no rush, no urgency, only drifting. The fog supports you as lovingly as a calm ocean holds a tired swimmer. It lifts you just enough for the night air to wrap softly around your body. The keeper lowers the lantern toward the surface of the bridge. The moment the lantern touches the wood, the entire bridge shimmers with soft, living light, like moonlit water rippling outward, expanding into gentle waves that travel across the planks, the railings, and then into the fog. That ripple reaches you, touches you, moves through you. As it passes, something inside you loosens completely. The last thread, the final knot, the tiniest piece of wakefulness that remained. It dissolves quietly, peacefully, beautifully. The keeper steps aside now, making space for you, not physically, but spiritually, opening the pathway that leads from waking into sleeping, from heaviness into dreaming. The fog guides you forward as if carrying you on a silent cloud. You drift above the mossy ground, above the glowing stones, above the lavender-scented fire that burns lower and softer now, nearly whispering itself toward embers. The willow branches sway with slow, graceful arcs, like they are bowing in farewell. You float toward the bridge, toward the lantern's soft glow, toward the keeper. As you reach the first plank, you feel a warm sensation spread across your chest, like a soft, steady heartbeat that isn't your own. It is the heartbeat of the bridge, of the old magic, of the keeper's ancient craft merging with the rhythms of your rest. You drift onto the bridge, and the moment your presence touches it, everything becomes even softer. Fog curls upward around you like warm breath. Light ripples across the rails like a lullaby without sound. The keeper watches with gentle pride, as though guiding a star into its night sky. They lift their free hand and draw one final symbol in the air, slow, deliberate, glowing with faint gold. The symbol spirals inward like a shell, then outward like a blooming flower, then upward like a floating lantern rising toward the stars. As the symbol dissolves, you feel something shift. The world around you begins to fade, not into darkness, but into dreamlight. Colors soften into watercolor hues. Edges blur into mist. Sounds become distant, velvety, warm. The keeper walks backward across the bridge, lantern in hand, each step measured, unhurried. As they do, the bridge elongates, not in distance, but in feeling, becoming a long, peaceful corridor between this world and the one inside your dreams. This is the end of the waking story, and the beginning of your dreaming one. The fog rises higher, wrapping around your body like a warm, weightless blanket. It lifts you into a soft cradle, rocking you with the gentlest sway, the rhythm of deep, natural sleep. The keeper lifts the lantern one final time. Its glow brightens, then dims. then settles into a single, soft beam of light that touches your forehead like a blessing. And in that whisper of light, you hear, not with your ears, but with your heart, sleep safely, sleep deeply, sleep peacefully. We will watch the bridge until you return. The lantern dims to a single ember of starlight. The fog pulls you deeper. Your body feels impossibly heavy and impossibly light, all at once. Your mind becomes warm, still dreamy soft. Your breath floats. Your thoughts dissolve into silver blue quietness. The keeper fades into the fog. The bridge melts into mist. The world slips into velvet. And you drift gently, silently, beautifully, into the deepest, softest, warmest sleep of the night. The fog closes behind you with a sigh. The night holds you, the dream carries you, and rest, true rest, wraps itself around your entire being until morning. Please subscribe to Moonlight Story Haven, like the video, and leave your lovely comments. Thank you.